Hello everyone, this is just Cappuccino, Sashes&Scripts, and this video, this is actually the third of a three-part series of interviews with the reigning Binibining Pilipinas winners. But before we begin, magpapasalamat lang po muna ako sa mga tao at pamunuan ng Araneta City and ng Binibining Pilipinas for allowing us this interview. We actually are talking to Binibining Pilipinas International, Nicole Borromeo, and Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental Gabrielle Basiano in this video. So tunghayan po natin kung ano yung mga bagay-bagay na gusto nating malaman about her that we were able to talk and discuss about them, especially with Gabby and her participation in Miss Intercontinental this October, and yung mga tidbits of chichi and information na we were able to gather na naitanong namin with Nicole Borromeo. So stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the notifications bell and the subscribe button to get more of these kinds of videos with us here on Sashes&Scripts. So hi, welcome to my channel. This is Jason Cappuccino of Sashes&Scripts, and today we have Nicole and we have Gabby, and we're gonna be talking to them about their Binibining experience. Ayan. So, nagsingkit na ba na winners na kayo, na mas that people will be more mindful of what you say, what you do, what your actions are, because you're now crown queens, essentially.
Yes po, nag-sink in na siya kasi with all the media guestings na ginagawa namin, and everyday kami nire-remind, you're Miss Intercontinental, you're Miss International. So parang hindi na siya, nung una medyo, oh my gosh, ako na nga yung Miss Intercontinental. Pero ngayon, slowly getting used to it, and aside from that, knowing na I'll be competing na, so imposibleng di na siya mag-sink in with all the preparations na gagawin namin.
Kasi, wait, sige, Nicole muna, has it sunk in?
Oh, absolutely. Like, we've been with each other nearly every day. I get the similar feeling. I remember the day after the coronation, I got a hold of the crown, and I was looking at it, and I was like, day one of being Miss International Philippines! And I was just so happy to hold it, and like, the what's gonna happen in our reign, it's going to be life-changing.
So parang talagang ninanamnam nyo pa lang. You're just savoring the moment right now. But I'm sure for you, Rowan, and Chelsea, at the back of your head, na like, I'm thinking October, right? Talaga.
True. Kasi international competition yun eh. And you're not just representing yourself but the whole Philippines and the Filipino people. So you really need to plan everything na to be able to give a good performance sa international stage.
With you, Nicole, naman, you obviously the pressure is not yet there. But do you feel that yung mga pinagdadaanan nila, what they're going through right now, is something that you would have to go through later on? It's just that the pressure is delayed rather than
parang
it
delayed
happens now.
Delayed.
Yeah.
I don't know how to take the whole pressure being delayed part. I feel blessed that I get to see them go first. Kind of like, okay, you go and tell me how it goes.
Okay.
And I get to learn from their experiences. They're on their international platforms in the different countries. And of course we have Hannah competing as well. So I feel like I'm lucky enough to have all these different perspectives to learn from. So when my journey comes, I can be more prepared. And for there to be pressure, even if it's a delayed kind, I think it's very much a privilege that I'm not going to be taking lightly.
So speaking of Hannah competing later this year, do you have plans to watch Miss International in Japan? Just to have like a feel.
I'm gonna claim it today. I'm tired of saying I hope I get to. I'm tired of saying that. I'm gonna say it now. I am going to watch you, Hannah Arnold. I will support you in Japan. I will fly there and I will support you.
So it kind of like it becomes a advantage as well that your competition it's going to be next year, because right now you can watch how it's done. You have someone to guide you later on with the international competition, right?
Exactly. There's just so many benefits to me going there in person and seeing it for myself that I have to now. It's an obligation. I'm gonna make it happen.
Ikaw naman. Kasi I'm sure, I was looking at I was able to record the coronation, you know, the coronation announcement. And looking at the video that I was able to record, it looked like you were talking with Cindy on stage about, kasi she was aiming to put her crown on you, yung intercontinental crown on you. Like she was like,
Yes, parang
So,
gino-joke na ako.
okay.
Eto na lang.
okay.
Ay, eto na ba papasok ko? Something like that. Kasi, basta as much as I can remember talaga, ang sabi niya talaga sa akin is, ginoke niya ako bago niya ibigay yung crown na to. Na, gusto mo ito na? I can't remember the exact words. Pero yun yung sinasabi niya, na natawa pa nga ako. Kasi parang, pwede ba? Yun na. So yun yung nasa mind ko nung time na yun.
So talagang, the finals, it looks like you had fun. Every one of you on stage.
Yes.
Tapos, there's, okay, so, eto na, I'm gonna ask this question because this is something that I've planned to ask because I think medyo mas patikat na pati yung tatanong ko sa inyo because definitely these are things that, you know, some of the fans are asking you to, when you have a conversation with the queens, you know, ilapit mo naman kami sa mga
The build-up is killing me.
because
Just tell us what
they want to know yung how does it feel to be queens despite the fact that you're a newbie, you're a returnee, pero you see each other now as queens. So how does it feel na you have different background and experiences but nakikita niyo sarili niyo ngayon na may corona?
How does it feel? Ako kasi I'm very grateful. Kasi, etong palagi kong sinasabi sa interview na I've been through a lot in this journey. And Kuya RL knows that. And si Kuya RL yung nandyan talaga para makinig.
Yes.
I-absorb lahat ng mga worries and doubts ko. So,
Tagasalo ng lahat.
oo. So, nung time na kinoronahan ako, di ko alam kung mapapansin mo sa video na nakatingin talaga ako sa area nila. Kasi nung tumatakbo sa isip ko, kuya, may crown na tayo. Kasi hindi lang ako yung nag-i-aim ng crown, si Kuya RL din.
Oo, definitely.
Oo. And hindi ko ma-explain yung nararamdaman ko nung time na yun. Masaya ako pero umiiyak talaga ako.
Tears of joy.
Tears of joy.
As in, and regarding naman sa magkakaiba yung background namin, nagawa na namin siya when we were still candidates. We already knew na we came from different provinces or city, ganon. We have different personalities. But the good thing about it is that we are working on our differences. Kumbaga, we're understanding each other more. And the past few days after our coronation night, syempre, during the first activity that we had, medyo, okay,
Getting to know each
getting
other.
to know each
feeling
other. Kasi, Nicole and I we don't have the same circle of friends sa loob.
Binibining,
Oo. So, nung una, wala talaga akong makausap muna. Then si Nicole, buti na lang, na yung team namin pareho nag-uusap. So we get to talk to each other and we already knew each other back then pa. And then, si Chelsea naman is from Tacloban, but different camp kami.
Yes.
And si Roberta, pareho naman sila. But then, si Roberta naman, nakakausap ko naman nung mas madalas.
Yes.
Nung candidates pa lang kami. Pero, this time, di naman namin na-feel yung differences namin. Kasi, we help each other naman.
How about you? How do you feel that the range of, you know, winners in Binibini is so diverse, but at the same time, very, ang tawag namin is very swak for each crown. Meaning,
Swak,
like perfect fit.
Yeah.
Everyone's like a perfect fit for the crowns that they were given. How do you feel that, you know, that despite, you know, you having different backgrounds, different camps, here you are, it looks like you're having fun together, and parang camp affiliations aside, we're queens, we're sisters.
Well, a lot of the times when it comes to pageants, I look back on this thing that a good friend told me before. because I used to equate joining pageants equals beauty equals worth.
Mm-hmm.
So if I didn't get a crown, it meant I wasn't pretty enough. I didn't do enough. That I wasn't enough. And that's a very toxic mindset to anybody who's watching. That's the wrong way to do it.
Yeah,
It's the
I
worst
agree.
way you can look at it. And so I asked this girl, did you feel discouraged when you didn't make it? Like you didn't even place.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to join again? And she was like, I don't feel discouraged because I know the winner deserved it. And I know my time will come. She had that faith in herself.
Yeah.
And that really resonated with me. That just because this girl got a crown, it didn't mean you were any less of a person. You weren't any less worthy. It just so happened that that was their time. And your time is waiting for you. And it'll come when you are prepared. And yeah, like for you to say that this year was perfect for each queen, I'm really happy to hear that from you, considering we are here as your 4 queens.
Yeah, because I was, I was the first reaction that I got when everybody was crowned was that actually if we disregard the suspenseful announcement, every girl feels perfect for each of the crowns that they were given to them, or each of the international competitions that were given to them. Miss International looks for a little bit more prim, proper, a little bit more, a little bit more queenly. So it perfectly fits with your personality. And then Miss Intercontinental is looking for someone that has fierce features. Because I was looking back at the winners from like 2010 up until now. Cindy is the outlier. She's the well-spoken among the crown queens from 2010. She's the most very communication skills wise. So kumbaga ilalagay ko sa number 1 among the crown queens of Miss Intercontinental. But the commonality of the other girls who won is that the Miss Intercontinental had a very strong fierce face that is common for all of them, and Gabby seems to fit that bill perfectly. And then Grand International is looking for a performer, looking for someone who has the Latina vibe, and I was looking, okay, Rowan would perfectly kill that competition. And then Chelsea, coming off from the win of Maureen, was like, it looks like they can be sisters, so they can probably pass each other the international global crown in terms of how pretty and how polished they are on stage. So it really felt like the queens were given the international competitions that they can win the most in terms of batting averages for those for those crowns. And now looking at the all 4 of you, it feels like everyone is excited with what the future will bring. Do you feel that even if there is excitement there is also like a pressure because wearing the Philippine sash is going to be a big responsibility? Do you feel that parang kaloka, title holder nga ako pero parang ang bigat yata ng expectation ng mga fans ng mga pageant community sa amin? Do you feel that?
It's an honor po.
Pero does it come to a point where it becomes too much, that the sash you wear is too heavy a burden?
It's been only 2 weeks. Can't know for certain.
So you can so it's yours. Everyone's still on the honeymoon stage. Yeah, with in terms of the crown, or if you feel mo na ba na the pressure is great.
Pressure naman no, kasi I think national pageant is tougher.
Talaga?
Hindi kasi syempre Pinoy eh. And we are known to be powerhouse, di ba? And we really train hard and really work hard for every pageant na sinasalihan natin. And mas mahirap kasi pag Pinoy yung kalaban mo.
Bakit? Parang ngayon ko lang narinig yan.
Hindi kasi parang, for me, Filipinos are known to be very competitive. And knowing na halos palagi tayong nakaka-play sa pageant, sa international pageant, ibig sabihin, ang daming Pinoy na kaya gawin yung kung anong kaya mong gawin. But this time na you're representing the Philippines and the Filipino people, I don't think na kailangan ko i-pressure yung sarili ko. More on, I need to show kung ano talaga ang mga Pinoy. Kasi that's how they will appreciate me as a person.
Yeah, absolutely. Giving justice. The Philippines is filled with different cultures, especially if you're looking at the regions from Visayas, Mindanao, and Luzon. How do you give justice to all three of them?
Yeah.
In a pageant journey that's how many weeks long?
Oo.
So from your OOTDs, to the way you carry yourself, your gowns, there is that pressure, and with the right team on our side, we're with Binibining Pilipinas. I'm sure we're gonna make that happen.
Because there is a fan who messaged me on Instagram. Her handle is Claire at Claire_Cortesu, and she said she's wondering if is wearing the Philippine sash an advantage or a burden.
It's never a burden for me. It's a privilege. Kasi not all of us are given the chance to represent the Philippines, syempre. And being one of the queens na mag-represent ng Philippines, dun pa lang, maging proud ka na sa sarili mo. Kasi, this time kasi hindi na yung province mo yung dadalhin mo eh. And you're not, di ba, you're not only representing yourself din, but more of showing yung personality ng mga Pinoy, kung ano tayo. Kasi, kagaya nga ng, for example, yung question, if I'm not mistaken, kay our former Miss Universe, Gloria Diaz, na she was asked a question na
yung sa family,
if I'm not mistaken,
Do you wanna Google?
no, something like na kumali ako na parang if meron kang dadaling tourist, anong gagawin nyo?
If
Diba?
if a man from the moon landed on your hometown,
Yes.
what would you do to entertain him? And she said
Yung
na
normal things.
just the normal things you do.
Oo, kasi
he's not from here, so he's so amazed.
so if I'm going to Egypt, I just show kung sino ko kasi that's not the normal thing din na nakikita nila. Which is hindi naman sila everyday nakaka-encounter ng Pinoy.
Yeah, agree. And then I want to ask this to Gabby, to Nicole, because
Oh, do you look like sisters?
this
Is that why you're interchanging your names?
you
don't
both
answer
are pretty, so
Okay,
there's no need to change.
It was a joke.
So this is a bit there's a critique, okay, with regards to your technical skill in the pasarela area, and I think even international vloggers have mentioned in their review about it still needs work, essentially, and there's also this critique about they don't see like the passion to win or the drive to win. So how can you convince non-believers that 1 year pa, hindi nyo pa nakikita kung sino ako ang kabuuan ko, and that I can make you believe that I will be on top shape, I will be competing in my best version come Miss International 2023?
Well, I like to look at it similarly to how I competed for Binibining Pilipinas. I don't think so many people believed in me, and I'm very blessed to have the right people who did. And so I'll be continuing to work on myself with the team and of course the org, and luckily I have the time to do so. And until then, like, I don't feel obligated to have to change other people's minds on whether they should believe in me or not. We'll show them on stage.
Because definitely there's a reason why the judges pick you as winner, right? So it's just a matter of maybe changing perspectives, the Filipino fan base perspectives on seeing you for your person rather than seeing you as
No, in terms of technical abilities, I do have room to improve, and I will work on that. And it's great that now that I have the crown, I have more feedback from people. Constructive criticism is always very important for growth. And so I'm looking forward to going through all of these trainings so I can give justice to the Philippines.
Oh, ito, chismis to.
You
A little
like
bird told me. Well, that apparently there's a conversation going around to bring Miss International to the Philippines next year.
Oh my god, are you serious?
it's a rumor. It's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Where did you hear that from?
I
You
didn't
can
say.
say
Oh my God,
I'm
I'm
not
not going to
saying
Japan.
Nicole. I'm not gonna
So
say
you're
it.
telling me I'm claiming to go to Japan only to pray to come here?
Again, it's a rumor.
Really?
I should
It's
have kept
chasing
my
me.
mouth.
You can edit this out. Where did you hear this from? Justin?
I'll show you something later.
Okay, like this isn't rolling.
So we can edit out this out. Anyway, so do you feel like if it's going to come here, if the pageant's gonna come here in the Philippines, do you feel like I now need to make sure that I represent the Filipino well, because I am not just only a candidate, but you're going to be possibly the host candidate?
I don't think the country of where the pageant's going to be held is going to be the determining factor of whether or not I'm going to be doing my best.
Yeah.
So in Japan, I'll do my best. In the Philippines, I'll do my best. But I'll be holding it with much more pride because this is the host country, potentially speaking. Oh, that's so
I love
exciting.
that energy coming
That's so
from you. I love that
exciting.
energy coming from you. Because some people would would feel like this is an added pressure because it's coming here in the Philippines. But from how I see it, is like you're the type of person who welcomes different scenarios with open arms without judgment.
I mean, if we're going to another country to show people, oh, this is the Philippines, isn't it easier for them to actually be in the Philippines? To be like, this is the
Makes sense.
Philippines.
Makes sense.
See it for yourself rather
Yeah.
than me telling you.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to ask this because the Philippines, among the Asian countries, is the one who has the most Miss International titles, right? If in case, let's just say a scenario, if in case Hannah wins Miss International this year, do you feel like kaya kong iback-to-back to?
These queens have to do a back-to-back, you and Chelsea, and we believe that they can do it. I'd be surprised if you didn't believe in me, and if I didn't believe in myself, that I'd be able to do a back-to-back.
So, confianza, we have that confidence. We all can
Yes.
do the back-to-back.
Mm-mm.
Not
Let's
just
claim
for
it.
you, but also for Chelsea.
You gotta say it, Like, I am Gabrielle Basiano, your Miss Intercontinental
You're 50th
2020.
50, yeah, yes.
Miss
2020.
Intercontinental.
2022.
2022, yeah.
Your Miss Intercontinental.
Gabby, I have this question. Kasi there is a high expectation for the back-to-back. Kasi Miss Intercontinental have already actually had a back-to-back, like in the early years, like 70s onwards. Yeah, Germany won back-to-back.
Yes, I saw.
It was posted on social media,
Yeah.
right? Pressure na? Wala pa? Or parang,
No kasi
parang petics lang to, mamaniin ko to.
I learned something from my Binibining journey this year. Because during the first few weeks of our journey, I feel pressured.
Mm-mm.
I feel pressured pala. Because, knowing that I'm first runner-up,
Mm-mm.
and magkukumpita ko again, and people are telling me na first runner-up ka na.
Isa ako doon.
Wala ka nang bababaan, kailangan mo na lang umakyat. And then, hindi ko siya na-enjoy yung first few weeks. I was crying. I was doubting my capabilities, which is, that's what happened. Don't do that.
Mm-mm.
So, nung time na nag-switch na ako from doubting myself to just enjoying everything,
Doon nagbago.
doon nagbago yung aura,
Mm.
yung the way I see things.
When was this?
Because, I think, Santa Cruz?
Was that for press? Or?
I was still crying nung Santa Cruz.
Kasi-
There's a timeline, like,
Because
tears are still there.
Because during the Santa Cruz time, I met her after and did an interview with her, and I was telling her, "Oh, Gabby, this is your second try."
What are you trying to do to her?
I was telling her, it's Kylie's second try because Kylie, on her first try, didn't even make runner up. She was only top. Was it top 16 during her year? I think, yeah, it was top 16. And then on her second try, she got Miss International. So, we were teasing her about that. Kasama pala yun. Girl,
Hindi
ka
naman.
magsalita.
Hindi naman, but more on sa self ko na yun eh. Parang pinupush ko masyado yung sarili ko, nag-worry ako masyado sa mga things na pwedeng mangyari sa paligid ko. And hindi mo dapat pangunahan yung pwedeng mangyari. Kasi hindi natin alam kung anong mangyayari. And nung nakausap ko si Kuya RL about it, sabi niya, ano ka ba? Ba't kasi ang ganyan ka mag-isip, pinapangunahan mo nga yung mga susunod na mangyayari. Enjoy mo na yung journey mo. And then, merong time na mag-isa lang ako sa condo, and yun yung parang buhos na nung luha ko. And then mula nun, sabi ko, okay, enjoy ko na yung journey ko. And then mula nun, parang gumaan yung feeling ko sa competition. And this time, ayoko din i-pressure masyado yung sarili ko. But more on, gusto kong i-enjoy talaga. Kasi,
it will show
oo, and hindi naman ako makakapag-compete ng Miss Intercontinental ng 2 beses. Unlike Binibining Pilipinas. So, wag ko nang gagawin yung same mistake na ginawa ko this year, nung earlier this year. Sa international.
Ayan. Which is, one of the beautiful things about pageants is that it realizes, you're forced towards self-realization, towards the self-growth, no?
You have to reflect on your values and what you want to offer to the world.
Okay, so now we're done with the heavy questions. I want to ask the fun questions because at Van Oscar Dolls is asking for Nicole, what's your favorite food place in Cebu? Because I haven't been to Cebu since I was like a teenager, and I'm in my like midlife now. So if I'm going to go there, what's your favorite food place there?
Favorite food place? Oh, if you're looking for Filipino food, I really like going to either Chikaan or Busog.
What's their go-to what's their go-to food on their menu?
When I go to Chikaan, I always get their sizzling bangos, their chicharon bulaklak, and in Busog we always get their, what's it called, those? Is it green? Bicol Express.
Bicol Express.
the green Bicol Express. I know it's my sister's favorite, and it's also sentimental because we would always go with our friends, and in Chikaan we used to go there for like birthdays with like my family. And it was always good.
So there's
there's
good
wrong.
Memories that goes along the place.
To it, and I think that's really reflective in how we are as Filipinos. Like we bond over food.
Yeah.
Right. It brings us together.
There's like
it's
a saying.
more than just a meal.
Yeah, there's a saying here that it's an insult to refuse food when Filipinos serve food.
I have another place. Can I suggest one more
Yes.
place? Oh my, this is like distinctly in Cebu. It's called what is it called? Matias.
Oh my
Have you tried it?
gosh, yes.
It's so good. Before every trip, because every Sundays the family and I, we would like go to Danao and we would like spend time together. And before arriving, there would be days where we would stop by Matias. It's outdoors, where you have like the experience. I love eating food with my hands.
Yeah.
And we have the puso, the paa, and we have like dip it in the sauce. It was it's
good.
So I don't know how to describe it. It's so.
No, I'm
So
I'm
hungry.
not the best at creating adjectives for food because it's grabe kalami.
Grabe.
Grabe ka lang.
Yeah.
What
Lamig
does
ka
it
ayo. Super delicious.
Super delicious. Gabby, ask na lang din. After that pageant, no, anong food yung nag-indulge ka after the competition?
Samgyupsal.
Samgyupsal.
Yes.
Tagal mo nang gusto mag-samgyupsal. She's saying she wants samgyupsal, but
Did you end up getting the samgyupsal?
Yes.
There?
And
At
then,
4 in the morning?
no. Few days after na nung competition kasi we were busy, di ba? So, I think that was Friday.
Okay.
Last week.
Yeah, and then talagang all out.
Tapos sabi nung mga kasama ko, kasi kasama yung friends ko. Sabi ng mga kasama ko, ayos parang ngayon ka lang nakakain. Kaya ngayon lang naman.
Was it the same for you, Nicole?
I wasn't craving samgyup. To be honest, when I got back, we stopped by a convenience store. You can probably edit out the name because I don't want it to be like an endorsement or something.
Okay.
We got the Lawson, like it's kind of like a
yeah.
7-Eleven.
Uh-huh.
And I got their fried chicken.
Oh.
And I'm just like eating. This is my first meal as it's not anything grand. It's
My
not
first meal was
samgyeopsal.
boncho.
Chicken, oh my gosh.
Kasi
Yes.
yun talaga yung open.
Ah.
And dun sila Kuya RL kumain. And meron silang dalang extrang food. Sabi ko,
Aren't you like feeling lucky that because the pageant is here in Araneta City, and Araneta City has so many restaurants, so many food places. There's like even if it's late night in the times you can find somewhere to eat.
we're lucky naman. But during that time kasi, almost 4 na ata kami
I
nakalabas.
could not feel my legs.
So hindi na din kami makaikot pa or kung saan man pumunta. But yun nga, sila Kuya RL, nakakain pa sila.
Ah.
Nakahabol pa sila bago mag-closing.
Oh my God.
So, meron silang dala. Kasi, during the competition, nawala na sa isip kong kumain.
Talaga?
And late ko nang na-realize na, ay, di pa pala ako kumakain. Nung pag-uwi na, tas kumain talaga ako bago matulog. Kasi alam ko na yung mararamdaman ko pagkagising ko kung hindi pa ako kumain.
Oo. It's so, I've had a lot of interviews na the first thing that they did after the pageant is eat. Talaga. Among queens, no? Parang it's not a unique experience anymore, but it's like universal. Universal na.
It's traditional.
It's a tradition now that it's food. So maybe next time, pag may pageant, we can ask Binibini to have like a food spread at the backstage.
Mukbang.
Yeah. So, final, before we end up our interview, I just want to ask each of you to invite our audience to follow you, support you in your journey, because for you it's going to be in a month or two, and you have the luxury of time to to build the pageant campaigns, and you there is time for you to gather enough followers. So can you invite them?
Oh, you're going first. Gabby's got this in the bag. Okay, hi everyone. I'm Nicole Borromeo, your Binibining Pilipinas International 2022.
Yes.
I was just like 2022. I'm gonna redo that. Hi everybody, I'm Nicole Borromeo, your Binibining Pilipinas International 2022, and please do support us on our social media accounts. I'm on Instagram as Nicole.Borromeo, on Facebook as Nicole Borromeo, and also on TikTok as Nicole.Borromeo. And of course, please continue to share some love, your support, be a part of the Nick Nuggets, Sana, and of course the Gabarbies, and the Chelseanatics and Roberta Babies.
Yeah.
Do share support to our upcoming queens this October.
Yeah, so hi everyone, this is Gabrielle Basiano, your Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental 2022, and I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting from all of you, and please continue to support all of your Binibini queens, especially that we're competing na this October. And aside from that, please magbayanihan na po tayo. Please follow my Instagram account at Gabrielle Basiano, and add me or follow me on Facebook at Gabby Basiano.
Ayan. So, mga ka-scripters, please follow not only Nicole and Gabby, but the rest of the Binibini Queens in their pageant journey and their social media, because there is strength in numbers. So, that's it. Until the next video. See you later.
Subscribe.
Hit it.
Ayan.
Hit the notification bell button
Thank you.
to get more updates.